Good morning. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm so glad you joined me today. I am in the middle of remembering how hard it is to move. I don't mean get up, walk around, pour the coffee, sit down. I am in the middle of remembering how tough it is, how frightening it is, how disorienting it is to look at all the things that you've gathered around you all this time in order to make decisions to let some of them go. It's very scary. It's exhausting. It's exhausting in your heart. It's exhausting in your heart to be the cause of rejecting things that you have held close. And right now, if you've not had a chance to watch recently what's been going on, I lost someone very, very important to me. And it was a tough, tough journey, hard fought. Took a lot to keep going, and they didn't make it. And now the decision has been made that I need to take the next steps to do what I need to do. And that includes moving. So this background that you see when you watch my videos, this lovely set of flowers and my on air and my purse and shoes and whatnot, it's going to look different very soon. It's going to take me a couple of weeks to do the actual move. We won't be having a yellow wall. It'll be different. And it will be the new studio, the new videos, the new location, because I will have started a new chapter. Every single day, chapters end and new chapters begin. And I have done this more times than a lot of people, but I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done it for quite a few years. And it's not that you forget, falling off a bicycle is one of those things where you say it's going to hurt in a second. Yeah, there it is. It's what you forget is how draining it is. It feels like it's draining every cell in your body. And in this moment of just woof, I was up early this morning getting a lot of things organized. I've got a professional coming over to advise me shortly on some decisions I have to make. So I was running around getting all this other stuff done. And then I looked at the clock and I thought, ooh, time to do the videos. And I thought, whoa, hang on. I'm a little more tired. That took more out of me than I thought it would. And this is a thing we have to remember. We have to remember to be kind to us. We can be kind to other people later. Right now, we have to be kind to us because we are the only person we've got in the immediate tiny circle. We need to have the strength to be able to reach out to the people who love us and say, you got a minute? I don't know if I can lift this all by myself. And when I was over on Facebook, I was talking about this concept I created 12 years ago. I call it the executive griefing process. Not grieving, griefing. So an executive is the person where the buck stops. An executive, a CEO, is the one who makes the decisions, who owns the outcome. And whether or not you're an entrepreneur, a crazy entrepreneur like me, wired to do it differently, wired to break the rules, or you're just the CEO, take away the word just, or you are the CEO of your own life, at some point the buck does stop with you. At some point there are people depending on you. And I realized that I was doing something that I've been doing a long time, a very long time. I was giving away my boundaries. I was saying I can look after me later. I was saying, no, I'm okay. I got this. And all of a sudden I woke up and I thought, actually, I don't. This has been a lot more than I thought. This has taken more than I thought. This leaping curve, not the slow, gradual learning curve, but the hairpin, holy cow, leaping curve has cost me a lot. I'm okay, but I won't be if I don't start looking after me. I won't be if I keep thinking that it's my job to do this alone. It's never been our job to do this alone. The human species is not a solitary traveler. We're tribal. Strength in numbers. There's an alpha, but the alpha is nothing without the tribe. It takes all of us to be safe in the cave. And what I want you to realize as I'm experiencing this, I'm saying to myself, you know what? That whole time, those 7 months, I saw people where I am right now. And without even thinking, I leaned in because I wanted them to be there for me. So I opened the conversation by being there for them. It never occurred to me that I was giving away what I needed to keep me safe. I wasn't eating properly. I wasn't getting enough sleep. I wasn't resting. I was saying, no, I'm fine. I got this. I'll rest later. No, that's not how it works. You rest every day. You don't just breathe out. You also breathe in. You also honor the pauses between the breathing. You honor the moment it takes to say, okay, we're good. Let's do this. We all have to remember this. If I am guilty of it, you are too. And the other thing I want to say is how scary it is to suddenly realize how vulnerable I am, how tired I am. Because this transition isn't over yet. I will be where I need to be in about 3 weeks, maybe 4. I will be where I'm meant to be before the end of birthday month. I've scheduled it that way. But I won't make it if I don't look after me, if I don't reach out to you and ask you if you have a moment to help me. I've never done that before. And all of a sudden I'm doing it, and the number of you who are jumping in and leaning in and saying, absolutely. What took you so long? It's the most special thing that's ever happened. I didn't know it worked like that. I've been a solitary rebel a long time. I didn't know how amazing this felt. I didn't know how scary it was to admit that I'm fragile and vulnerable and to ask for help. I've never done it. I was about to say I didn't think I was allowed to, and that sounds crazy. But I didn't think I was allowed to. I thought it was up to me to compensate because I'm strong and I'm resourceful and I think outside the box. And that's a little nuts, really. Because as I said in the Facebook video, you don't see Viking boats with only one Viking in it. It takes a team. It takes many people who have the same dream leaning in, and they need to be invited. They need to be asked. We need to ask, will you row with me? And if they say no, they're self-selecting out of the ship. They weren't supposed to be with you. Someone else will and is. The other day, last week, when I was first talking about all of this, Anne Urquhart said this wonderful thing in one of her comments. This was over on Facebook. She said, be the you you need to be, and we will love you. It made me cry. It was so beautiful. And this is the thing that I want to talk about. We all have permission to be the we need to be. The trick is, and this is the whole learning curve of pivotry, is that we don't know where those different parts of us are. We don't know where to look, and we don't know how to access them. And we don't know how to give them permission to stand in and step in and say, I got this. So I'm going to tell you where that lives. I'm going to tell you right now, very briefly. The we need to be are the inner voices. I don't mean that you're hearing voices. I mean the inner voice that says, you need to ask for help. The inner voice that says, they love us, you know. The inner voice that says, I can't wait, can you? We need to listen to those voices because those voices represent all the different sides of us. In order to hear those voices, we need to breathe more slowly. We need to give ourselves permission to pause. We need to say, I do not have the ability to make the big decisions now. I need someone to help me. And even as we think that, it leaves a message in our head. And the message is, no one is a solopreneur. No one, no man, no woman, no person is an island. We're all islands in the stream. And the ripples are rolling on all of us. We are in this together. The executive grieving process is saying to each other, I need help. And hearing that and saying, I got you. We got this. Let's do it. That is how we get through it together. Our strength is in our numbers. Our strength is in the many sides of us that we bring together. Our strength is in the many tribes we belong to. Our strength is in the people we love who love us. People like us who do things like this. This is who we are. So right now, in this moment, if you have hit a wall, if you have hit too many, if you are saying, I just need to do this many more, okay, you probably do. You also need to give yourself permission to say, and I'll do them in a minute. Because right now, I need to breathe. Right now, I need to have someone put out their hand to me and say, we got this. I'm not going to do this for very long because I'm clearly so much more tired than I thought I was going to be. I mentioned that on Facebook. What I do want to tell you is this is going to be a busy week, and next week and the week after that are very busy weeks because I am moving. I am taking all of this with me to the new place I need to be physically. Really, physically, I'm moving. Emotionally, I'm moving. Mentally, I'm moving. And CEO-ifically, I'm moving. And I'm bringing you with me. I want to thank you today for taking the time to watch this. I want to thank you today for sharing this moment. I want to thank you today for being you when I need you. It's everything. And finally, before I go, I want to tell you, it really matters if you're feeling tired. It really matters to give yourself permission to breathe, to say, give me a minute. It's okay. We will wait because you're worth it. And so on that note, I promise you, I will let you know how and when I'm going to do the Thursday video. It's going to be a little up in the air, but that's what moving does, right? So until then, be good to you. I mean it in all the ways there are. Be good to you. You deserve it. And remember to hug your loved ones. I'll see you very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.